Hello, everyone. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Ah, as we all know, the wheel of time never stops turning. Whether we like where we are or not, the clock continues to move. It pays no attention to no one. If you're sorry for no one, it stops for no one. It continues to move. Another thing that we have to understand as living things is that time for us is limited. As such, time should be the most valuable resource that you cannot replace. I hear people say they make decisions and to soothe themselves, to make themselves feel better. They use word like, it's only 4 years, it's only 6 years, it's only this amount of years. That is the way to console themselves without looking themselves in the mirror and say, what mess have I made? Instead, we said it's only 2 years. It's only 9 years. If you're 21 plus 9, you will be 30. If you're 31, you will be 40. If you're 51, you will be 60. If you're 61, you will be 70. And at 70, unless you got free money, where you will move from place to place to get transfusion, plasma, sleep in, other thing, then that's something else. But if you do not, time is the most important thing that you should look at. And that's what you don't have. I'm going to talk about, and on Thursday, we have Randy and the rest of the team here to discuss the annual report that was given by the, President Boakai of the Republic of Liberia. Today, I'm just going to ask you, what did you hear? What do you know? You can hear something and it may not be correct. You can hear something, and if you know something, you know those information they're not correct. How you or I don't how it came out or how it was disseminated is not correct. Or if you know something, you will know either the information is correct or it's incorrect. Today, I'm going to talk straight, and I'm going to make a lot of people mad. Usually, I do. People take things personally, and it should. We should all take what's happening around us personally. Yesterday I got let me see the text here from one of my former lawmaker here that I'm in the same place with. And the information was that Georgia alone, the blacks in Georgia, let me see what is our number. Our number, okay. Three largest ethnic group in Atlanta, Georgia, Black, African American, non-Hispanic, 233,000 plus 1.63 3,000 K white, non-Hispanic 192. Okay. Here Asian, Asian non-Hispanic 24,000. Okay. plus 1.64. I don't know who they are. Specific Hispanic population 26,000. All of these numbers, most of them did not go to vote, not because they can't vote. They don't want to vote for a woman. Okay, here we go. Here. So Clinton County, 94,000 for Harris. Trump, 16,000. DeKalb County, Harris, 299,000. Trump, 62,000. Gwinnett County people didn't go to vote. Kamala lost to Trump in Georgia by 115,000 votes. However, 760,000 Black voters choose not to vote. 760,000 chose not to vote. I voted. So everything that was put in place for almost the last 100 years is going backward. You know, before they have gone back and repealed everything that was set here for Black people, right? Even take Black lawmaker out and reset America. This is not the first time. But I will move on to yesterday in Liberia. I want to talk about it really quickly so I can go study. I see a lot of people come under my posts to be rude, to be disrespectful. I'm not sure from when you come. I'm not sure what vantage point do you speak. I'm not sure from what lens do you see. But I see, hey Theophilus, hey Emmanuel, I still see from a place of informed person. I see from where projecting the future of my children and their children, not for me to eat today. I see from not my tribe or a political party. I see from where people who have the potential to change the nation are paramount to me than what my tribe bring to the table or what my county bring to the table. That's where I see from. This is how I draw my strength. This is how I make decisions based on our collective goods. That's how I make decisions. Now, it says Rebecca, I'm gonna highlight a few things that we're gonna talk about. Yesterday, I saw everything I was reading. I did not listen to the speech. I don't think it was worth my time, and it wasn't worth my time. I'm about to make people mad. It was not worth my time. First of all, I hear Liberian people saying if the justices will refuse their paycheck, the justices are working for the money. If they're in a position, they will get a paycheck. That does not negate the fact that Richard Coon is a legitimate speaker. Everything that is happening today, we have seen it before. We are saying Liberian in chaos. I wanted to play this video. This is this is I want to play this video of Charles Bronski. Charles Bronski. And I say a voice from We Were Warned. I want you all to listen to this clearly. This is Charles Bronski. I believe this is 2017.
No matter whether you are poor or crippled, whether you're Latino or crap, whether you're Paso or Pele, or Kio or Mano, you are qualified to lead the country. It's time that you step forward and lead. Understand why Joe will run away from his record. You've been vice president for 12 years, Joe. I want to take tonight to challenge you. Come on. You understand you got supporting you. Let's put our record forward. Let's put vision forward. Stop this bullshit about the whole country. It's time that we put Liberia first. President Sully, during her message, the last message she's going to give to this nation, saying that she and her vice president so much. Two things they've been able to accomplish are the corruption and reconciliation. Now I can appreciate why Ellen Johnson Sirleaf could not reconcile this country. She had been working for years for a man who's trying to tear our country apart. It's difficult to reconcile when your partner is not with you.
That was Charles Bronski, a voice from the past, still present. Everything he said is still present today. Now, like I said, I would not be long. I was having the internet problem or my laptop, so my timeline is almost there. All right. What I will say to all of you is, and I'm sure you know Bwaka is gone again. There's a lot going on in the world. But here, what I'm going to say to you. The speech did not address the speech. It's an annual report. You give us report about what you done. Give a report for what you have accomplished so far for the first year. The gain that was made, if there were challenges, those challenges, and tell us how you're going to accomplish or surmount those challenges. That's what you're supposed to do. When Pape Bwaka spoke, although you didn't allow him to go debate, the law in Yomli told you, you don't have to do anything. You just go out and vote, which you did. You went out and voted. He didn't tell you anything. He told you arrest. But during the inauguration, he said arrest plus no business as usual. It can be new business. Like having a private jet, it's no business as usual, it's a new business. The president just getting on the plane, flying all over the place every month, sometimes 2 times in a week to other countries. It's a new business. You may consider that also change. But I did not hear on the pressing issue. Folks, I'm coming as it is. Tell me if you heard these things. I did not hear how far, what gains we have made in respect to the drug problems in Liberia, especially with our young people. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, let's be candid. I started this conversation by saying, as living and breathing humans or being, our biggest challenge or our most important asset is time. A resource is time. Time is a resource that cannot be replenished. When it's gone, it's gone. I can never be 16 again. And if you're 10, you can never be 9 again. So the hands of time never stops. It makes no correction for no one. It does not return to what it was because you miss out on something. It continues to turn. There will never be another 2017. That's just a fact. So when you get to somebody like my age, time is something that is priceless. I said earlier, we make excuses after we make some really bad choices. And to soothe ourselves and make ourselves feel better, we say, oh, it's only 4 years. Oh, it's only 9 years. Oh, it's only 6 years. 6 years is a long time. Today, I saw a post from Liberia where a body was found with no head. That's today. This week, a little girl was on a live by people taking advantage of her. 11-year-old. Yesterday, a friend of mine who simply just left America to go to Liberia to celebrate New Year is coming back in casket. So time is resource that cannot be replenished. You know, I see people yelling, I see people voting. No, people didn't go to vote for Kamala. Our so-called Christian community said they can't vote for women. The Hispanic group yesterday they can't vote for women. Some black people say, oh, she's too corny. She's too white. The Indian people say that she's not Indian enough. Although she was the most qualified. Even the people who don't have good paper to be here were saying, oh, now everybody who was screaming, gay people, the gay people stay in a country you are living. The gay people stay in a country, you are the one who's scared if you will keep your paper, it will be revoked. The gay people staying right in a country flying their flag, you're the one that when you're driving, you will be looking for your passport to make sure you have it on you. Time and decision can be very complex. I'm going 2 places in the middle. The Liberian people who said yesterday, you kill my mom, you kill my papa, we will vote for you. That particular generation, that 10, 17, 18, during you kill my papa, you kill my mom. They're in the 40s now. Some of them going to the 50s. Daniel, welcome. Please share and please have your people listen to this video. Yeah, I appreciate you, sir. And those who were 20 doing you kill my pa, you kill my mom at this point, because I was in my 20s. They're in the 50s going to the 60s. Those who sang yesterday, our man now come. You burn down the mansion, she will build it. Today, most of you are in your late 40s. Some of you have never held a fitting job. Some of you have been begging from the day you were born. You will keep begging till you die. I'm not swaying you. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being factual. That's the truth. Okay? That's just where we are. People like me, I'm humble. People like me, born on banana leaf. You know, people ask where you get the energy from. People like Dr. Martin Luther King died in a country for me to get the opportunity that I have for my children. People like Rosa Parks were pushed down for me to be where I am. So the most I can do is try to educate and enlighten my people so they'll make better decisions. I saw Liberian in 2017 between Nimba, Bonkandi, Mangibi, all the way up to Ray Lake. You know book, you not know book, we'll vote for you. Thank you, Bill. And when you talk about both people fail, both people have not failed you. The people without character have failed you, because the essence of education is to make you better. You know, there's a Ghana proverb that says, he who learns must teach. When we travel, those of you who know me, who have encountered me when I come to Liberia, I'm an educator. You know, I always tell people, if I come to Liberia, I'm not going to go break wood and take the pot with the 3 legs and put it on top of the mud and blow the fire. I will not do it. Am I better? Hell no. But I found a new way that is easier. Like I tell my sister then, get you a gas stove. You don't need to burn the wood. You don't need to cut down the trees. So when you cut down the tree, there's nothing to protect the land. Then you're begging people to put roof back on your house. I tell people, if I'm going to the Nimba, I am not going to be Kisao. No. Because there's an easier way. I've come out and learned. However, I bring grinder. However, I bring microwave with me. Okay? However, we air dried the cassava or grated it and put it in the microwave and cook it, or put it in the stove and cook it, where I don't have to be pounding anything. So there, the wheel has already been invented. What we need to do is customize it. So when you are making decision for today, and somebody tell you, I will give you $25, and you say that only 6 years. 6 years. You don't know what will happen to you in 6 years. 6 years, you don't know if you will get sick. 6 years, if you are the sole provider for your family, what happens to you in 6 years? Something happened to you. What then happened to you if the person you're choosing? So it has nothing to do with both people that have failed. You need both people to do the work. But you need both people who have character. You also need both people who are experienced, who have proven record. You need people who have heart and have character, meaning that people that respect themselves, who have everything to lose. You know, Yesterday, I listened to Akaris Gray. You know, when you went and voted Bouaka, you emboldened them. The very people that told you under their leadership were vampire. The very people that told you that under their leadership, corruption, they could not reconcile the country. They put nothing on the table for you to speak to. You elected them without even signing agreement. Yeah, it's good. All of us will be inside, Brother Jackson. Okay. Even as the world turns, that the one country that supports us gave us hundreds of millions of dollars is turning upside down. Your leaders are getting on the plane, going. And guess what they are doing? They are taxing you. The possibly can tax in the world over, in other people nation. Majority of the taxes come from employment taxes, individual employment taxes. Because when you employ the people and they're able to work in private sector, they pay tax to the government. That's how you build the economy. But you go to the airport, you increase the tariff, meaning the taxes. Then the people are begging to eat. But you and your family are fine. Y'all keep selling your rights, the right of your children. I know the last election, Mangibi kind of wait a minute. Miguel, some people were taking 100. You were giving some people 200 to vote. That money is gone. How much is $100 that you give your life and your children's life for? For 6 years, some for 9 years. But like I was saying, I didn't hear this. I'm not sure what you heard. I did not hear what progress have been made with the drugs infestation that is in Liberia. I didn't hear it. What did we accomplish with that? What was our challenges? What do we intend to do next? I didn't hear that. When Papa Bouaka was in Nigeria in 2023, he said our young people didn't have jobs. Job creation would be the focus. I didn't hear nothing yesterday about he creating jobs. I heard they're putting something in place for what do you say? Putting something in place for the CSA. And that CSA, the lawmaker was supposed to have crafted. It's supposed to be a commission. It's supposed to be an autonomous body. They never wrote the law for it. Just as they never wrote rules, the law that will govern the Article 49, even after they have removed 2 speakers. They're not going to do that. And that's what they need to write to correct that. What did you hear? What do you know? And Liberians, let me tell you something. When somebody tell you the economy is better, ain't nobody got to tell you. You will feel it. You will know it. What do you know? You will know by things getting easier. You will know by your money gaining values. Okay? If you tell me inflation is reduced, But your money come from $187 to $1 to 201 US dollars, but you say you reduce inflation. That is a lie. And this is not playing politics. This is being factual. And we were in Africa, they tell you politics is about interest, and they're talking about individual interests. Politics is about the interests of the nation, for the greater goods of the nation, for our collective self. Because people who go into politics, they go to change the way things are for the better. Yeah, you will say, look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump is trying to clean and keep his people. Alexander the Great went all over the realm to conquer the world, to make his nation the greatest nation at the time. History has it, and history does not guide. What did you hear? And what did you see? What do you know? The hands of time never stops. It does not stop for you because it likes you. It does not stop for you because you're getting older. It does not stop for you to correct. It keeps going. That is the hand of time, or the wheel of time. What else did you hear? You heard the price of rice was $2,000. So if 200 is 200 to 1, then it's telling me the price of rice is $10. Whereas the price of rice is almost $4,000. So that was not a true statement. You see, I tell people, the king is only as good as who the king surrounds himself with. That would be his cabinet. If he have a forthcoming cabinet, he has a well-informed cabinet. He have a cabinet that want to leave a legacy that is truthful. The information provided to the king will be truthful. But if you have the king that is surrounded by people who, this is the last time, that out of government for 2 years, they were already struggling and could not find food to eat, and they think they must guide this particular process with their lives, then you are in trouble. Now, what did you hear and what did you see? Hey, Priscilla, what did you hear and what did you see? When the economy improves, you will tell by the what? The movement of money, the availability of funds, jobs. You're not going to be told, you're going to feel it. You got 90% unemployment. Yes. Inflation has changed because Papa Bwaka don't have to beg anybody to raise funds for him or send him money or go to the hospital and pay a hospital bill. You give him without telling you what he would do. Your bank book. You charge him with your natural resources. You put it in your hand. You put your life in his hand. Like people, you gotta remember, when you like people, you're putting your life in their hand. You're telling them, I'm giving you my life, my children's life, to guide it. Did you see how that person had lived? Are they reckless? Do they have anything to lose? Are the people of character? Can they be trusted? Do that person walk the talk? That's when you vote for people. That's what it means. It means I'm trusting you with the future of my children's life. What did you hear and what did you see? I did not hear numbers of jobs created. I did not hear about the 285 machine. I didn't get to Liberia. What is this supposed to be for? I did not hear about the yellow buses that came. I did not hear about that. I did not hear about the so-called scholarship that became a curse, per se. So I'm not going to be here long tonight, but I will say to all of you, Thursday night, join us. We're going to be here. I want to know, where did you gather? I want to know, what did you gather from the speech from Papi Bouaka? Was it honest? I don't believe so, but that would be your code. So I'm going to put my number up here for 5 minutes. Okay. And the 10th, I will leave. If you want to call in, I will appreciate your calling. Okay. What did you hear? What do you know? Another thing, a message to the justices. Please interpret the bill of information, the decisions you guys made. Don't do like you did in the Snow case. Don't do like you did in Tyler case. Because when you do not be straight up and speak up, we end up where we are today. We are where we are because those correction was not made yesterday. And because the correction was not made yesterday, this is where we are. Okay, now, I started this conversation to talk a little bit about Akaras Gray. You know, 2023, Akaras Gray took people on LU campus to brutalize college students as a sitting lawmaker. He can sit on spoon and say what he want to say. Guys, excuse me. I know some of you other people you like, but me, I like to speak my truth. Akaras Gray have no moral to even speak on the rule of law, to speak on human rights abuse. But you know what? They know they can come and do all the wrong thing to Liberian people and come right back and act like they're the savior. Akaras Gray, George Weah, the whole group were given an opportunity. Liberian people, I saw Liberian in the street in 2017, fighting to make you president, believing that you and them were on the same league, that you were going to be the saving grace. And you failed them. UP is in power because you failed them. You still have not come back to say, my people, I wrong y'all. I know y'all trusted me, and I betray your trust. I'm sorry. But now you're coming to speak for them, that you are the best man. Walter Salosu were beaten and naked in the street. I see my son Poker Rubber on here. Poker Rubber were in charge. Poker Rubber and I used to be very close. You're asking. That his face all over. I still have the video. I can see a face just like that today. When they wanted to kill that boy in a woman's house, the woman said, "You're carrying Osa." The policemen walking and laughing, looking at them. Liberians, we got to do something differently. If you want a different kind of Liberia, we got to do something different. We have to. We have to. If you want a different kind of Liberia, we have to make sacrifices that we have not made before. We have to look where we have not looked before. We have to look at things critically than we have before. Because nobody has time. Time is the resource that cannot be recovered when it's used. I just want you to know that. I have said myself tonight. I will go ahead and go do my work. I need to go read. I need to send a note out to my professors because I'm trying to get some work done. And so when you are making those decisions and you talk and you say you're sitting in America there, don't talk. In fact, I'm a country, take you more from my country. The decision you make in your country affect me in my country. The decision you make in your country affects the whole of Liberia. The people that you elect because of your country impact all of us collectively. So now, let me say to you, when Yomli Kanga and Delon were telling you, we will run the campaign, Papa, just sit down. You also understood that they were telling you they will run the government. You just need to be there. And some of them say, bully. Oh, the Papa will not do the heavy lifting. We will run the government. How many jobs were created? He didn't tell us. He said, you're better off than you are. You are better off every day. You wake up. The reason that these people were out here every day because we were strong. The opposition was strong. We were posting. Every day you wake up in Liberia, the 2-3 day body. Have you asked Gregory Coleman what happened to the young men that were beaten at 72nd and killed? And he said he arrested people. Have you heard any update? Have you heard from the president, the report, or from Gregory Coleman? First of all, I'd like to know, what is Gregory Coleman background in criminal justice? What is he specialized in? You know, I watched, they send it confirm where they born in. Mike Japate sat on the air and threatened. He will put bullet in, he will take Yeke down. In fact, he said if America ever gave him visa, he will shoot me in the head. The video out there, guys. Mike Japate said that. You got the video, you go look for it. He will kill me, he said. Mike Japate. All of them know. They confirm him. A man who threatened to murder other people for no reason. Mike Japate. And he's a spy. So when you tell yourself that only 4 years, think, do you have tomorrow? What are you promised? You promise to wake up tomorrow? You promise to be well tomorrow? Who promised you that? When you say that's only 4 years, or that only 6 years, 6 years, your 12-year-old child will be a man or will be a woman. Where will you be? Only 6 years. That is if they live. Only 6 years in your mind. Then when somebody says something contrary, you come and say, "Hey, 2029 coming." You can take the 2029 and shove it where the sun don't shine. I don't care. Take it. Take 2029 and carry it. You will be old and I'm going to be old. You think I care what you do with 2029? You like it, sell it. Sell your vote. You like it, bring George Weah back. Or elect Waka again. Please do. It's not a threat to me. By 2029, I'll be getting ready to retire, to take vacation. By 2029, my baby who is going to college in the fall, that's 5 years from now. She will be graduating from college. What will you be? What will you and your children be? For the masses of Liberia, you the one I'm talking to the young people who don't even have electricity, who have never seen computer, where will you be in 2029? So you come threatening, and you will see 2029, like what we'll do there. Go take your 2029, shove it somewhere else. Like I care. You are not going to muscle me. You're not going to muscle me because 2029 coming. You are not going to use 2029 to threaten me. You can't threaten me. But when you console yourself after you make a blunder, after you make decision that impact all of us and say, oh, it only 3 years, only 4 years. Do you know how many people have died since Boaga took over? Do you know how many people died since we had took over? We lost a young lady, the Gifty Lama. Where the gentleman at the bank, who were the first, Zina Millers, the journalists, and countless other people. It's a stories. But no, you want to come. What did you hear? What do you know? I know when the economy has changed, purchasing power changed. And that change is in the hand of the people, not government official. Have they brought back your data yet? I don't believe so. I spent my 1 hour. I want to say thank you here, Francis. Hey, Dr. DK. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. So when you're making decisions, remember, the wheel of time never stops turning. Remember, the wheel of time does not stop for you. It never stops. It never rewinds. It keeps moving. Now, time is a resource that can never be replenished. Once it's gone, it's gone. Time is the most valuable resource that there is. You know, Emmanuel will say, we say it's only time that can vindicate you. Without time, if somebody say you're wrong today, if you don't have time, you might never be able to. But if God grants you the time, you might be able to prove them wrong or right. But what I heard yesterday, it didn't make sense to me. Liberian people, remember this. Politics is about interest, the greater of the good of the nation. The greater impact of the nation. Our politics is not individual interest. What good we are. That we build mansions, self-impraising ourselves, while our neighbor don't even have food to eat. Imagine this. A man who have to beg yesterday to go to hospital, to eat, to leave the country, now believes while Liberian children are dying, he deserves a private jet. The most powerful nation in the world with all of the money to spare. You don't see the president flying left and right. You got MSs. You are making more MSs with more tier war country. What they need? What they need? Why African need MSs in Africa? Why? Why don't you have honorary council there? If you're in the Mana River Union, why don't you have one building with honorary councils there? Why do we need visa to travel within like Africa? You know, last year I talked about the intra-Africa trade was killing us. Most African nations buy from China, Europe, Asia, China, the same. America. We intra-African trade is less than, in fact, it's about 5% or a little over 5% of our trade. You see why we broke? Because we send our money out. So then let me come here. Those of you in Liberia who are laughing and calling Trump hero, I can see how mentally sick most of you are. Even some of you on Facebook. Last year, Liberians sent over 800 million. You're going to have 1,500 Liberians getting on the plane and coming to Liberia while you're clapping. Guess what? Where as it stands, most of us, we're not sending our money to Liberia. We need to hold on to our cash just in case. If we want to send money to Liberia, we're getting on the plane to come, fix our low place to sleep. If something does not happen, we don't want to be here, we'll pack our stuff. But some of us are not sending our money to nobody. If like somebody won't trust me, you sold me bad goods. Now you want me to believe you that you can make good decision. I'm going to trust you with my money. I can do it. But that's a story for a different day, guys. I'm going to go. Let me say good night to y'all. Let me go try to finish my reading and see what I have. Good night, everyone. God bless. But I want to leave you with the voice of Charles Bronski. Okay, I want to leave you with the voice of Charles Bronski here. Okay.
We put Liberia first.
It is time that we put Liberia first. This is Charles Bronski.
President Sully, during her earlier message, the last earlier message she gonna give to this nation, saying that she, her vice president, have accomplished so much. Two things they've been able to accomplish: to handle corruption and reconciliation. Now I can appreciate why Ellen Johnson Sirleaf could not reconcile this country. She had been working for years with a man who was trying to tear our country apart.
So I'm going to stop here. I'm not going to any further. Even with all of that said, the Liberian people gave Papi Bouaka a second chance or a third chance, per se. He owed it to the Liberian people to do right by them. He does. Good night, everyone. This has been another episode of Second Turn Africa. Thank you, everyone. Good night.